Well, it's Sunday again. Hello. Not just any Sunday, it is the end of week 16. 3/4 of the way through this bodybuilding prep. Oh my gosh. I just got back from church. And so I'm going to record and update you guys and then go do my cardio as fast as possible while I still have a remnant of energy left because I've been up since 3:45 this morning. Sleep is ever elusive. It has been better this week, but not last night. So I was up at 3:45. I went for a walk around my neighborhood, got some steps. We'll talk about that in a minute, steps. And then I drank some coffee, took all my supplements, waited a while to eat breakfast because today is a non-training low food day. So I've got to spread that out smart. Went to church, came home. I just ate my almost most carbiest meal for today so I can have some cardio energy. And then I will be rewarding myself with my most carby meal today, my most favorite. If you went back and you have watched my food diary video, you know that my most favorite meal is on my non-training day is my egg white and ketchup and oatmeal and nut butter and some berries. Still got that meal and it still hits just so right. So let's get into what happened this week. So I'm trying to remember back. Last week was a rough week. It has not gotten much better. I have dealt with it better. But Monday, we had my check-in, and the words from my coach were, "You're ready. We're going to feed you into the show." Heaven to my ears. So what did that look like? Let's chat about what that looked like. Oh, hi. This is, let me see if I can show you. Oh, she went away. We have a German Shepherd. Her name is Berlin. She came to get some love, but then she left. So it's really my husband's dog. I also had a German Shepherd, but he passed away a year or so ago, and I don't like to talk about it. So moving on. So we're going to feed you into the show. The heavens have shone down. All my hard work is paid off, right? All right, well, here's what feeding into the show looks like, and you can form your own opinions. So my food went to all training days are now the same as lower body training days. So there was an increase in food consumption, calories, however you want to look at it, on my upper body training days, which was great. I didn't have to go to the gym fasted. And I had enough energy to push harder in the gym, but not enough energy to maintain the day. And so that's kind of been a struggle because then I'll push harder in the gym, but then feel like trash a little bit later because I definitely don't have enough calories for recovery. So that's been an experience, but I guess, if I can push hard in the training, I'll take it. Okay. So I had an increase in food, but then I had a further decrease in food on my non-training days. But overall, that gave me 152 more calories for the week. Divide that by 7 and you can figure out what feed into the show looks like. Cardio stayed the same, except my steps that I have to take per day went up another 500 to 14,000 steps a day. So my NEAT, my non-exercise activity tracking, I can't remember what that T stands for, increased. So ideally, my calorie expenditure increased. Hopefully 152 calories for the week. I don't freaking know anymore. So that's what You're Ready, Let's Feed You Into the Show looks like for me this week. There's some more updates, but I'm not ready to update you about that yet. There'll be some good ones that we can chat about soon. Okay. Let me check my notes and see what else. There's a big one that we are going to talk about, but I wanted to get all of the, junk out of the way. All right, so we talked about feeding into the show and how that's going. A cry face emoji is what I have on my notes, and I'd say that's still accurate. And oh my gosh, just life. So listen to what I decided would be a good idea 16 weeks into prep, 4 and 6 weeks out from a show, which at this point I'm now counting days. So it's like, hold on one second. Let me tell you exactly how many days. 26 days and 11 hours from my first show and 40 days and 11 hours from my second show. That sounds so much better. So what I thought would be a great idea is to schedule surgeries for this week. Not surgeries I'm doing. Well, I did do the anesthesia for one of them. Surgeries for my family. So this is what's happened this week on no food, terrible mental state, and not enough carb bandwidth for my emotions. My husband had a septoplasty on, which is just, he got a deviated septum corrected on Thursday, which I did do the anesthesia for, which was emotional and weird. I don't know that I would do that again. But I had my reasons for doing it, and it had to do with, staffing and stuff like that. And I was happy to put him to sleep and wake him up. Arguably the more important one. But I'm helping him recover. I don't know if anyone's ever had nose surgeries, but it's rough. He's my helper, my huge helper. He is the best. And he's kind of out for the count. So now I have to feed all of the animals and take care of the child and recover him and do my cardio and prep my food, which it's not really that much. So really not that hard. And try and sleep, but I'm not. So just be tired. And it's great. And then the next day, I thought it would be a grand idea to have my daughter's, some of her baby teeth extracted because we're on the Invisalign train now. And so she had to get a little bit of anesthesia to get those pulled. So I've been recovering her, which she has bounced back great. But it's been, very emotional, very busy on top of already busy. And I just don't really know why I did that, but we did it and we got through it. And it's been an overwhelming, overloaded week all ways around. But I'm dealing, and it was fine. And I think the reason I'm dealing is because guess what's in here? So this is a case. And in this case is my suit. Oh, it's my suit. Okay. So I made a promise that YouTube, my loyal YouTube, would be the ones that get to see this suit. And while I'm not going to model it, I do have a picture of me in it that I will post on here. And fair warning, this picture that I'm going to include on the video is the most millennial mirror selfie I have taken in a solid 12 to 15 years. Okay. But your girl still got it. So I will post a picture of me in it. I'm not very much posed or anything like that. But this is, I think, the first time a bikini has ever made me look leaner. And if you women, like when summer comes around and we put the bikinis back on, you know what I mean. Because sometimes you put that bathing suit on and you're like, oh my God, who is that in this bathing suit? But this time I was like, oh, who is that? So I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to carefully show it to you because I'm outside and it's dirty out here in Polleny and I don't want to get things nasty. But I will show it to you, and then I will put my little blip of a picture up that shows you what it looks like on. And this is the only place you're going to see this right now because I decided to not share it on Instagram because y'all deserve a little something extra. All right. So let's just get into it. Okay. So I got my suit from Toxic Angels with a Z bikinis. They were one of the fairly more popular or well-known brands that were going around. There's a million places you can get your suit. You can do your own research, talk to them. You're paying a lot. And so I was confident that this would be a high quality suit for what I paid. I caught it on a sale. It was kind of like a buy now, discounted and design later. And if you go back to my other videos, we talked about, I think I talked a little bit about the design call, but it was just a quick little Instagram chat. We went over like what I was looking for, colors, stones. The owner is who I chatted with. Her name is Margaret. Sorry, bugs. And she was super helpful in kind of helping me figure out the cuts and scoops and just a lot of lingo and stuff that I'm not into like the fashion. I mean, I know that's shocking, but I'm just not in that world. And so it was nice to have a consult to kind of get that hammered out, because there's connectors and just pieces, and I put it on, it fits. So I must have measured right. And so let me show you. So it did not come with this case. So this case I bought separate, and I am quite glad that I did, because it's hard and kind of molded, so it doesn't like mush everything. It fits nicely. It's protected from the sun, and I'm really happy that I did that. So if you have an option to get a case, you're already spending so much on the suit, just splurge a little bit and get the case. Same thing, I did get the care kit, and they might have suckered me into that, but I am planning on using this for a while. So my husband will have a stroke if I even talk about buying another one anytime soon. So we got to keep this one in good shape. All right, are you ready? It is even better than I imagined. Okay, are we ready? Okay, I'll show you the top first. All right, I think I'm going to show you. Okay, so I'm going to show you pieces. If I don't blind you. Oh, so sparkly. Okay, so I'm gonna try and do this so you can see here. These are what are called connectors. They connect the suit. So I chose that based on what my shoes looked like, because I have these kind of crystals in my shoes as well. And then you can see just they're different kinds of crystals. There's some blues and stuff in there. And then there's also these connectors that tie on the back. Now this was extra. I had to pay extra for this. It wasn't like part of their standard. I think this was like a full scatter. So you pay more for more connectors, more bling. So this could be even more sequined, way more sequined than it was. But this is beautiful, beautiful. I don't even know that pictures do it justice. And then I chose this middle connector. There was a ton of choices there, but I just wanted something nice and simple and pretty. So there's the top. And then the bottom, y'all have seen my posing suit, so you guys know that there's there ain't much to the bottoms. But it really changes the way they look when you have them rhinestoned. So again, the connectors are, this is the bottom, the connectors are the same as the top, because you know we gotta be matching. So beautiful there, and oh, twisted. And then this is the front, so it looks exactly the same as the top, and then the back is actually a little more scrunched than the posing suit, and I really like that. It gives a nice shape to my glutes on the back. So there she is, folks. I mean, beautiful in person. Like, I did my check-in today, this morning, with it on, because my coach hadn't seen it yet. I mean, I just got it the other day. Friday, I think. And I did my check-in with it this morning, and it was like 4 a.m. and so I'm trying to go back down my stairs with it, with my cell phone flashlight on, and I was like disco balling all over the place. It was crazy. It was like the rave that no one knew we needed. So that's it. It's beautiful. I cannot wait. It's weird how like it just when I put it on, it made me feel like more ready, which is great. So this was the last exciting thing that I had to look forward to, except for my oatmeal and egg whites later. But this was huge, and so I'm just really trying to sit in this and just be proud, because this suit here has been 61 weeks in the making, and I remember just this being a daydream what my suit would look like, but it's here and I love it. So I feel like some of my videos have been a little like lately, but it's fun and exciting to have a dream and put in a plan to turn it into a goal, and then to reach the goal. I'm so proud of myself aside from any and all frustrations and mental anguish I'm dealing with. So, what's coming up? I've got one more posing session tonight, and then I'll just be practicing until the show. I don't know what's going to happen with my prep. Every week seems like a bigger and bigger joke, to be quite honest. My weight was up a pound from last check-in, which is frustrating. I think it is just inflammation, and it's probably time to pull down some cardio and just give my body a break, because I've asked for a lot from it. And so hopefully we will have a cardio cut coming this week or maybe next week. And then, peak week is coming, which is just that varies. Peak week is just the week before your show. It's a huge deal to make it to peak week, and it varies for division. Like, everyone's peak week looks a little bit different. The boys' peak week will look a lot different than the females' peak week, and then even within the female divisions, that will look a lot different, because some of the more leaner divisions are going to have to dry out a little bit, and there's a whole lot more that goes into that versus just like a bikini peak week. But it is where we get rid of inflammation and things kind of calm down, and you start to just rest into your show so you can not look like you've been run to death. So that's coming in just 2 more weeks. So I feel like it's safe to say I've basically made it. And I'm excited to see what the look that we bring to stage ends up being. This hair is hot roller hair. I really like it. I think this is probably pretty close to what we're going to do for hair. And then the makeup is, I think I did a pretty good job today, but obviously, bigger, fuller, more flamboyant. Is that the word we're going to use? I don't know. Still dealing with a lot of binging urges. That has not gone away, and I don't want to sit here and fake through like that it's not. I'm still not fully being heard on that, and I've got some stuff in place to fix that I will talk about at a different time. And then I'm just focusing on getting my mind right for the reverse diet that will happen. So a reverse diet, and I think I will talk more about this probably later, and I'm probably going to do a whole video series on this. The reverse is how you come out of the show prep. It is not good for your body to be as depleted as it is, and you just go back to eating dairy and gluten and fats and salt. I've still had a decent amount of salt, but all of this stuff that you've cut out, processed foods, that really has a negative effect on your body. We're talking, there are stories out there where people have gained 10 and 15 pounds overnight between water weight. And, of course it's not all fat, but I don't want to do that to my body. I would like to maintain some leanness. I will not maintain show leanness. You are not meant, hear me again. Listen. You are not meant to maintain this show leanness all year round. You cannot build muscle maintaining this level of leanness. Okay? It cannot happen, and it's not a good, healthy place to be. So, but nor is 15 pounds in 2 nights. So I'm trying to get in the mindset that I need to be in. However, it is hard when I'm having binging urges. And I'm not using the word binging like I'm not being dramatic. I'm using it exactly what it means. Look it up in the dictionary, and that is exactly how I feel. So I'm trying to balance that. I've, made it my husband aware, and we are going to have a good post-show. But post-show also comes with some body image issues and things like that, and I think that it would help me stay accountable if I kind of took you guys through my reverse as well. There's going to be one little kind of extra caveat to my reverse, and I will talk to you a little more about that next week, because I'm close to having a plan that I can discuss in some details. But there is a kind of a confounding variable that's going to affect my reverse. and I want to have everything lined up so I can give you a good and like informative update about that. So, you're not done if you don't want to be. I will do a reverse series after this one because I think it's more important for people to see how you come out of a show versus how you went in, because everyone knows more cardio, less food, that'll get you lean. I don't think anyone's shocked there. But I think a lot of the surprising and maybe like more important information will be how do you come out of this healthy up here and healthy in your body. So that's what I'm going to do for now. And then we'll see what else pops up. So that's all I have. Thank you for watching. I am going to pop up the picture, the mirror selfie with me in my suit here at the end, and then we'll cut out, and I will see you next week on week 17, less than 3 weeks out. We're almost there. Man, it's been a ride. Wish I could say it's been a good time. All right, have a great Sunday. I'm going to go do my cardio while I still have a morsel of energy. Think about me this week. Send me some good thoughts. Like the video. Share the video. Comment. Y'all, come on. Talk to me. Say something. It takes 1 second. Tell me something. All right? And subscribe to the channel. Like 100 people viewed the video last week, and I got like 47 subscribers. What are y'all doing? Subscribe. All right? Get the notifications. You will not see the suit on Instagram anytime soon. So thank you for watching. I'll see you next week. Have a great Sunday. Have a great week. And that's all I got. Bye.